To be Date with a Plate, and I am here today. I want to talk about a couple of topics. Somehow on my YouTube feed, crazy stories just popped up, and I guess it's because I look for topics that I can talk to you guys every day live about, and there were a few crazy stories that I wanted to talk about. I actually have one of the crazy stories up already, and it was about a young lady who the customers threw soup in her face. So I might talk about that. And if not, if I don't talk about it, go watch the video. I have a 2-minute video of the whole scenario, and I'll also talk about the charges that she received after that, the customer. And so it's at the end, so you have to watch it all, or just skip it and watch the charges. But I think it's worth looking at. It's only 2 minutes. But then I have a short video that everybody seems to be looking at, and it just shows her getting splashed with the soup in her face. But if you want to know all the details, watch the longer video. So anyway, I may talk about that. If I don't talk about that today, then I'll talk about it tomorrow. But today I wanted to get into dating. And I'm not going to get into like specifics or anything like that, but I saw a few stories today that are just so sad. If you guys remember, and this is not what I'm going to be talking about, it's not the exact one, but if you guys remember that one story with the young lady that said that she doesn't go to Cheesecake Factory, and like she was too good to go to Cheesecake Factory. The funny thing is, I mean, if a guy decided to take you to a restaurant, shouldn't you, maybe y'all should have discussed the restaurant beforehand? I mean, there was one place that I did not like. A guy, he took me, he was like, oh, we'll just figure it out. And I was like, oh, okay. Pretty much where I live, there were restaurants that I liked, and it didn't dawn on me that he would pick the one restaurant that I got completely sick. Like, after I ate from that restaurant, I was sick, very, very sick. Y'all know what kind of sick I'm talking about. So I never went to that restaurant again, and he picked that one. So when we got there, I told him about it, and I was like, I'm not going to eat anything. And it was like, oh, I wish you would have. And I was like, well, I didn't want to be rude, and, if you wanted to eat here. But now I know I should have been like, nah, I don't want to go. But either way, I'm not picky and wasn't picky. If my husband pick a place, that's where we go eat, and I'm going to find something on the menu. But anyway, going back, these women on some of these videos I've been watching are clowning. Like one video, this woman ordered all of this food, and then not only did she eat all the food, I mean, she ordered a lot of stuff. She ordered like an appetizer. She had a salad, some soup, a big meal. She ate all of it. Then ordered some more. Then she ordered a dessert, and then she tried to order to-go plates for her kids. And I think she had either 3 or 4 kids or something like that. And the guy was like, okay, enough is enough. First of all, you just scarfed down all this food, which he told her to order what she wanted. But y'all, I guess it's just me. If someone says, hey, order what you want, I take it into consideration. I'm not the kind of person that's just going to order tons of food like that. I will on my own dime and on my husband's dime, and I don't even really do that, but it's our dime. It ain't just his or ours. So I order what I want when we're paying. But if I was dating somebody, and I've never been like that, if they say like order what I want, I'll get what I want. But if it's $4,500, which, oh my gosh, if it was some food, $4,500. But if it's like $100 plate, and that's the restaurant we're at, where the plate is averaging like $55, $60, $70, $100, then I guess, because he took me to that restaurant, that means he can afford it. But if you have some things on the menu, I'm not saying order the cheapest thing. If it's a steak and he said get what you want, and it's $50, $55, I mean, he said get what you want. If you want that, go ahead. But to order an appetizer, salad, soup, 2 entrees, and a dessert. Okay. If you did that, maybe. Okay, whatever. You were hungry. But then to say, oh, I got kids at home, so I need to order more, and you gonna pay for it? Nah. He paying for your meal, and you need to pay for your kids' meal. And you shouldn't expect a man to take you out, pay for all that food, and then like, oh, I'm gonna take food to your kids that's not even his kids. I mean, if that's something that you guys discussed, and he's like, hey, I know you came on this date tonight with me and I appreciate it. So you make sure you get whatever you want and take some food home for the kids. Now, for me, I'm a little modest. I probably wouldn't take no food home for my kids because I probably already, now my kids are grown, but when they were little, if I was already on a date, I would have my food already cooked and prepped for the kids. But if he kept offering like, hey, let me take, oh man, that's so nice of you, I appreciate it. It would take a lot for me to do something like that. I'm not just one, that is weird to me anyway, but it would take a lot. Another story, if y'all didn't hear, is the woman who ordered $600 worth of caviar on their first date. Now that's insane to me. But they met off TikTok. She said that they had been talking back and forth for years. And they kept saying, like, when are we going to meet up? When are we going to meet each other? And all of that. And for years, they kept saying they were. And then finally, something happened where I guess he flew the young lady to Miami. And so he took her out. She said they had a great time. She was hanging with his homeboys and all kinds of stuff. And then finally, he told her, get dressed. We're going to go to a really nice restaurant. So they ended up going to a nice restaurant. And she showed the menu. So the menu wasn't like crazy expensive. There were things on the menu that was like $35, $55 and all that. But there was a section that had high priced items. So one of the items was $600 caviar. There were other stuff for like $200 and whatever. So this woman decided she was going to order the $600 worth of caviar. And she did it. And so he decided he was going to order something, and it wasn't $600, but it was pretty expensive, like $200 or maybe even more. So and this is the thing too, he's told her to get what she wanted. But so I kind of blame him as well for saying, hey, get what you want. If he didn't, first of all, I kind of think people wouldn't think you would do something like that. Because y'all just dating. This is not like his wife. This is not someone he invested a lot of time in. I don't even know if they were exclusively dating. He took her out on a date and she ordered $600 worth of caviar. So he did the same. Long story short, the bill came up to about $900. She said almost $1,000 the bill was. And the guy said, hey, I need to use the bathroom. So he got up from the table, went to go use the bathroom, and ghosted her. He didn't come back. And she was stuck with the bill for $1,000. Now, I didn't watch the whole video to see if she ended up being the one that paid it. I'm going to go back and I'm going to give y'all an update if she did or if she didn't. I'm not even sure if she talked about it because I just seen some of the clips about it. So, yeah, I say, how y'all feel about that? If I took someone out on a date and I said that I was going to pay, I'm going to, first of all, check the menu to make sure that I can pay. I probably wouldn't take them to a high-end place that has $600-700 worth of stuff on it if I didn't want them to order $600 or $700 worth of stuff. But to be honest, if somebody's doing that, I wouldn't date them again. And first of all, I wouldn't be like, hey, order what you want. I'm like, hey, I'm taking them I'm going to make sure that I have control over that situation. There will not be nothing on the menu that I don't want to pay for. Not even a wine selection. Not even a beverage selection. No, sir. No, ma'am. So I would control that situation. But I think he was trying to be nice, and there was probably something there and she took advantage of it. So at the end of the day, I think it was his fault a little bit because he told her to get what she want. But at the end of the day, I think it was more her fault too, because I think he was testing her and he did not think this girl was going to order $600 worth of caviar. So if she got stuck with the bill, I mean, that's kind of your fault, sis. I wouldn't want to pay his end of it, but you definitely on the hook for that $600. Even though he told you to order what you wanted, you just got to be more clear. Don't tell somebody if you don't want to pay for a $600 caviar to order what you want. Morally, I don't think it's right that she did that, but he did say order what you want. So be specific, guys and girls and gals and all that. All right. Let me know what you would do. Let me know what you would think. I am the real Gina Beep. Date with the plate. Only eat it if it's good.